Hey, thanks for stopping by. So last Sunday evening, I was scrolling through my Bible, and I noticed that the end of 2 John and the end of 3 John are essentially identical. And let me read you those verses. 1 John 1, verse 12. Final greetings. Though I have much to write to you, I would rather not use paper and ink. Instead, I hope to come to you and talk face to face, that our joy may be complete. 3 John 13 and 14. I had much to write to you, but I would rather not write with pen and ink. I hope to see you soon, and we will talk face to face. So in the spirit of 2nd and 3rd John, there are many things, several things I would love to tell you, at least 3 things that I would love to tell you. You know, we traveled yesterday. Transit, airports, crowds of people. I find people interesting. My job is about people. My life. Hey, good morning. My job is about people. My life is about people. People come in all shapes and sizes. Every one of them has a story. You know, I stand in line. We stood in line at the car rental yesterday for about an hour, sharing space with 100 people. And I could imagine that I know each of their stories, which I don't. There's the young couple still holding hands. There's the backpacker. With ratty hair. There's the alternative types who are heavily tattooed. There's the omnipresent and always distracting smartphones. There was a lady ahead of us in that line who kept checking her phone. You know, there's one thing that is so annoying to people around you in line, and that is if you're on your phone instead of paying attention to the line, and so the line would start moving, and this lady would be standing still. The people next to us were audibly talking about her, and kind of bothered by that. Actually about to go around her, even though that's kind of bad etiquette. You know, I look around at a place like that, and I feel the weight of secular culture. I could feel that there's no one who knows Jesus. It's easy to imagine that nobody knows Jesus, nobody cares about what matters most. In Romans chapter 11, Paul starts the chapter by retelling the story of Elijah. Elijah was a prophet who dealt with depression. Elijah came to God and he said, I'm the only one left. I'm the only true prophet left. I'm the only one left who believes. And God said to Elijah, no, you're not. And then Paul says in verse 5, Romans chapter 11, verse 5, so too at the present time there is a remnant chosen by grace. You're not the only one left. Maybe I shouldn't have an expectation that I would see people who appear Christian in line at Avis. Maybe it's enough to know that God's people are out there, at least a few, and always will be. He will make sure of that. Second thing that I wanted to communicate is that it matters. What you do matters. You know, it's easy to think that it doesn't matter. It's easy to look back at months or years of work. It's easy to look back at 7 years of investing in church planting. It's easy to look back at the things I do in the office, the people that I care for, the people that I work with, these acts of service, the things that I do. It's easy to look at that and to wonder, did any of it make a difference? See, because I don't look back at my past and have a whole list of people who came to know Jesus. I don't look back at the last few years of my life and say, boy, there's so many people that are walking more closely, that have grown in their faith because of me. But isn't that kind of the wrong focus? Should I have that focus to begin with? No. So really, I need to release what I do, and you can as well. You serve, be faithful with what you're called to, and then grab that promise. As Paul gave the church in Corinth, he told them at the end of 1 Corinthians 15, he said, your labor is not in vain. And so I want to tell myself, and I want to tell you, what you have done matters. What you're doing right now, be faithful in God's service. It makes a difference. It matters. It's not in vain. The third thing that I'd like to say is a restatement of what John says at the end of 2 John and the end of 3 John. Through the inspiration of the Spirit, John wrote these letters, 2 John and 3 John, short little letters to the gathering of believers. And at the end of both of these letters, he wrote that he's going to put these things in pen and paper. There's so much more that he could say. He'd rather say it face to face. The face-to-face connection is so much better than the virtual connection. Now, the virtual connection for John the Beloved was by writing something down, sending it by hand. A messenger would take it by hand, deliver it to the church. That was good. I'm so glad that he did it, so that those gatherings at that point in time could read God's word, and so that you and I, and folks who come after us until Jesus returns, can read those words. But the face-to-face interaction is so much more important. And so while I think that there is benefit in making this video, which is why I have done it, and I think there's benefit in sharing this on YouTube, and I will upload it after I cut and edit it, I think the benefit of a real personal connection is vastly more. Be present with the physical gathering of believers wherever you live. And so in summary, the 3 points, the 3 things is there is a remnant. Everywhere you go, God's followers are there. Jesus' people are there. Secondly, what you do is not in vain. Your labor is not in vain. The things that you have done in service of the kingdom, they matter. You may not be able to explain why, and you don't have to. They matter. And third and finally, the face-to-face connection is better. Keep the faith, and I'll see you face-to-face very soon.